I'm in the pantsuit. I love it.
Yeah, and Raji, no heels, no heels here.
No, gotta be comfy.
How are you enjoying the convention?
Good. How's your guys' con?
Great.
Awesome. We're awesome. Thank you. I get me Coca-Cola. I know that's bad, but is there anything you can tell us about season 2? I can. We're not. Our characters, as we know or you know them, are not themselves. They're like, we start off with like completely unrecognizable characters here, which is kind of interesting. And I think it'll throw people for a loop. It threw me for a loop. I had no idea that we weren't gonna play ourselves. I didn't know that we were gonna have other actors there. I thought we would just get different hair and makeup, but so that's kind of cool to get to share that. And you know, everyone's on the hunt for magic again. Try to bring it back. Try to get it from the library.
From a performance standpoint, is it refreshing to try something completely different?
I feel like they always kind of throw cool stuff at us and things that we wouldn't expect. For my character or role particularly, it's sort of all written. So I feel like there's maybe it's just because we've like lived in and breathed in these roles that it's kind of just become like a second nature. So it doesn't feel complicated or hard. But then, you know, you read the scripts or you watch it and you're like, oh wow, what? It kind of all just like comes together. Yeah.
Were you a fan of the books before you got into the series?
I love books.
Do you like the direction your character is taking in the series versus where she was in the books? There are deviations.
Yeah, I've read.
Both are great. Both are great. Yes.
Yeah.
They can both be great individually. Don't feel bad.
They're just so different.
Yes.
But I love them. I want to talk to animals and be honest. It would have been cool to have gone fully golf and nude for a season. That's okay. That's not there. That's okay.
New personas, per se. What is the new power dynamic in the group?
Well, Julia and Quentin don't actually come together until I think it was like episode 3 or 4. So we find our way back to each other. We get to see a lot of Julia and Dean Fogg again. And it's sort of like we start off where it should have, like where Julia had thought she was, you know, at Breakbills, like enrolled at Breakbills. So it's like getting to see what would have been had that been the path. But only for like a second. It's all these like little mini teases that you're like, oh wait, and then it's like gone before you even get to like experience it, which is good. It's good for the audience. It's like we're like, what? And I'm sure the audience is like, what? It's like getting a taste. It's a good tease. The power dynamics, though, I'm not so sure. I feel like everyone feels powerless, essentially. But hopefully, by like coming together, and they like with their human powers, like humanity combined, they can try to get the library to alleviate magic for everyone, to bring it back to the way it was, rather than to have it controlled or sort of rationed, which I think John and Sarah are using it metaphorically as far as like the government today in America is concerned, with this like crazy dictator. It's so
Can you talk about Julia's decision to give up being a goddess? That was something that she thought she wanted, and how it would impact her going forward.
I wish I could take it the way Julia took it. She's like fine with it. I'm like so happy she did it, and it's like she's, I feel like season 3 was my favorite season for Julia and for myself, and it was just like so gratifying to come full circle of acceptance. Because I feel like these things happen to us in our lives where, you have your sexuality ripped away from you. You can be victimized. You can have terrible and awful, trials and tribulations happen to you, and you can also be given gifts. And to be able to just, throughout it all, acceptance, like accept it at the end with who you are, and she's like done that. Me Stella, on the other hand, I'm like, what? No, I want to be a goddess. What do you mean? And you're like, okay with just like doing this for the greater good, and you'll be fine. It's like, what? Thank you. So yeah, I think that's really cool. Big accomplishment.
And it didn't last very long. She went after it for so long.
I was like, there's so much more. I thought I was gonna have birds. I thought I'd like be talking to them. I thought I'd be in Villery, walking in the woods. But there's hope. You know.
What's one thing that you're really excited for fans to see in season 4?
Julia gets a love interest, and you may or may not know him. And it may or may not be a full love interest, but you see, because I haven't read that, we've only got episodes 4 or 5, but you get to see her, get some of her sexuality back, because it's like, man, how many of us have been fucking raped and date raped and molested, and like, I know I have, and it's like, we still go on, we can still be sexual human beings as women. It doesn't mean that we like are never gonna experience a sexual encounter ever again in our lives, and all of a sudden we're these crazy uptight martyrs. It's like, no, I'm still a woman, I still have needs, I'm still a sexual, I can still be viewed in a sexual manner, which I think is really cool and important, because that's life, right?
Was that scene hard to film with Julia and Renard, the initial rape scene?
Oh my god. Yeah, it was awful. He felt so, Mackenzie asked him, who's the actor playing Renard, felt so terrible throughout it. You know, I just remember saying, I'm sure it's okay. I'm like, we can do this, like, we're gonna do this. And it was nice to be with someone who's so empathetic and wonderful.
And would you have done the same thing that Julia did if your roles were swapped? Forgiving him and letting him move on to live in his life?
God, you know what? I feel like that is like one of the constant struggles that we all face, right? It's like we want to fucking just kill them. We want to fucking aim them. We want to like do a lynch mob. And then there's the other side of you that's like they're sick and they need help. And it's not my fault. And resentment is like drinking poison and waiting for the other person to die. So isn't that like, I know with me it's like, fuck them, they fucking burn them, kill them, and then no, it's okay, acceptance, understanding, so it's like...
That's just part of Julia's beautiful complexity though.
Yeah.
Actually go through that.
Yeah, she's amazing. I wish to be that great, you know?
We can only aspire.
Yeah.
We're actually wrapped up here. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. You guys are the rest of the
Thank you. Yeah.